Welcome to Monday, my beautiful family and friends. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be a pick a card reading, the first of a series of Monday readings. Please don't mind me. I'm sucking on a cough drop and still powering through this head cold or allergies that I'm experiencing, but I still have energy and felt the urge to get up and try this using my own oracle deck that I designed. This is going to be something that is an extension of the Oracle Coloring Pages Club memberships. So if you are a part of that club, welcome to uh, weekly readings that hopefully will add value and deepen what you're already working on daily with coloring and art therapy, that sort of thing. Hopefully, this is a message that you need to hear that will help you throughout this week. I'm already set up over at the table and I've shuffled the deck and I'm going to show you 3 cards. Please choose one and then fast forward to the reading that corresponds to each card. And just remember to take what resonates and leave the rest, as they often say in these types of readings, because it is a general reading. And if you want a personal reading, you can find it in the link in my description. It is found on my Buy Me a Coffee page, as is the Oracle Coloring Pages Club memberships. If you want to become a member of the club, I send 8 new Oracle cards every month, and it comes with coloring pages that match. And it is such a wonderful way to combine art and spirituality and have personal time checking in with yourself and do art therapy. All right, with no more further ado, let's get into the reading. All right, so here's my setup, and these are the 3 cards. So please make your selection. Will it be pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3? If you want to see them up close, there's pile 1, or pile 2, or pile 3. And there are timestamps. And I just want to point out that each of these cards has its own unique message with the QR code on the back. And that is how they come when you're in the Oracle Coloring Pages Club. So without any more further ado, let's get into reading number 1. So this reading is called The Crown Awakening, and it's for this card right here. And basically, it's a powerful reminder that you are not who you were anymore. You've outgrown certain patterns, and even if you can't fully explain it yet, you're stepping into a new level of clarity and self-awareness. And there's no need to rush to define this new version of you. Let it unfold, let it root, and let it rise. So pile number 1, you are like me in a way, because today I just tried a new reading and decided, I'm going to just accept my calling to do pick a card readings, to include my own oracle cards that I've designed into the reading, and to also include my doodles, which we're going to get into shortly. But I can resonate with this message as well. And basically, you don't have to convince anyone of your value, okay? And even though I'm doing it right now, you don't have to explain your path to those who don't understand it, all right? You're not here to shrink or to wait for permission, all right? You are here to embody the light you fought to find. And I have fought to find this light. It wasn't easy to come into this awareness of my purpose even, or my destiny. It didn't look like what my family members were doing. It didn't look like what my friends were doing. Okay, so um, I realized and accepted that it's okay to be unique, and it's okay to march to the beat of your own drum, right? That's what some of us were put on this earth to do. And so don't fight it anymore. Embody the light. And, today I give you the invitation to soften into your leadership and to crown yourself without shame. And so that's what I'm doing. I want you to do the same. We are leaders, all right? We can hold this crown and be proud of it. We've done a lot. When I look at this reading on Buy Me a Coffee, when I look at my YouTube channel, when I look at my online store, the ads that I have out now, when I look at the skirt that I just painted, when I look at all the art that surrounds me in my home, all the unique little knickknacks that are around me. I've been building this for years, and not often have I stopped to just smell the roses and say, wow, I've come far, I've come a long way, or this is the life that I've been wanting. And, it's possible. And I've manifested this dream come true to be able to serve in this way. And so maybe there's a way that you've been working at serving the greater good, the community, right? And you've been building your presence, and you've been, step by step seeing the progress and your dreams manifest. And so I give you kudos for that courage. Excuse the clearing of my throat. But trust the wisdom that you carry, beloved, because it wasn't handed to you, right? It was forged through your experience and through your healing and through your courage. And so if you're feeling tension between your inner truth and the noise of the world, honor it, give yourself grace, and know that that discomfort is not a sign that something's wrong. It's a sign that something sacred is being born. And it's okay to pause. It's okay to change your mind. And it's okay to shift directions. You are being led to something higher. All right. I love that message. And it's almost hard to believe that that came from me interpreting this art that I created at a time where I was using the art for therapy. And so that is the beauty of turning your pain into power. And so with that, let's get some clarifying cards from the tarot just to confirm that this reading is for you, and to give a little more guidance about what this crowned leadership and crowned awakening is all about. All right, Spirit, please help me with some clarifying guidance cards for this reading. Thank you. All right, I'm just gonna see what cards pop out. Is there anything else for this reading, Spirit, that you want the viewer to know? Thank you. All right. Let's see here. We got a few clarifiers. This is telling me that there's going to be some changes in your mindset, in how you used to have a relationship with money. What is fair and what is owed to you is on its way to you. And no longer will you be in this begging or scarce mentality. The strength, that courage that I was talking about, it's here. You have enough strength to tame a lion and to be courageous in that way. That is a sacred kind of strength. When you choose your destiny, you can choose the world or you can choose your destiny, and you're choosing to do what you were incarnated on this path to do, and to live in your divine purpose. And it may have been a hard decision where you needed to kind of think about it and see things in a new way before you were ready to step into it. And all of those days of boredom and being unsatisfied, it's over. And what you're called to do will bring you that happiness and that happily ever after. And it's a very synchronistic thing, like seeing 1111, seeing those angel numbers to guide you and help you know that you're on the right path. All right. And there's a sacred marriage between you and your higher self, your higher calling, that is occurring right now. And so you are the crowned one. You are the victor. And let's do a quick pulling of some doodles. I'll just set these aside real quick. Thank you, Spirit, for the message so far. I feel like it is on point. Okay, so this is my doodle box. You can't see me, but I'm closing my eyes right now, and I'm just gonna randomly shuffle and pull. Let's do three doodles out of this box. Okay, so that's one. Okay, this is two. Spirit, give me the doodles they need to see. And this is three. Okay. All right. This one right here looks like a Zoom call. It looks like people tuning in. It looks like being on live or on some kind of platform of social media where there's all types of people tuning in and FaceTiming, right? A group video conference of some sort. And so maybe you do that, or maybe you're an influencer or aspiring to be. Maybe you've been interacting with different people on screen. And if so, this is a confirmation about that. And then this is the other doodle here. Looks like it's chaos. I see Bart Simpson down here. That's interesting. Sometimes Bart comes up, and I heard "Don't have a cow, man." in one of his sayings, "I caramba," So it's an arrow pointing up, and I see a figure right here. That's his profile. His mouth is open. He's talking. These are some other faces. This one seems to be looking off and not really aware. This one is like a cat or mouse or some kind of other type of animal. And then this right here looks like a mouth with teeth or something like that. But this one is pretty abstract. I see some clouds here, or maybe some popcorn. So this seems to be about all the chaos that's happening in the world around us right now. There's catastrophic events. There's, all kinds of entities showing themselves in messages coming our way, some that we listen to, some we tune out of. This world is a crazy place, right? And so that's what I'm getting from this doodle, which I don't even remember doodling, but I know that I did. But it's like the Simpsons predictions, right? Because now it's being used for divinity, and now we see something reemerge from the past that we're making sense of in the present moment. And so the final doodle here, which was on the back of an envelope, it looks like, it says, "Please recycle this envelope." Anyway, I see "quit killing" here with the stop sign. And what are we killing? that we need to quit killing, or who out there is killing that needs to stop? That is a profound question, and it may only resonate with you as to what that truly means. But if nothing else, quit killing the inner child's voice, or the higher self when it comes and wants to integrate. Quit killing the versions of yourself that want to thrive. Stop self-sabotaging is another way that I can look at that. And so pile number one, this has been your reading. I hope that it resonated. And if it did, please leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of the reading. All right. Thank you and peace. Group 2, your card that you chose is called The Blooming Vision. And this is the reading that's on my Buy Me a Coffee page when you scan the QR code. And it's basically a message about being in a period of profound awakening. Let me take a sip of water. Excuse me. There's this central eye that's here, and it's also like a bloom, like a flower. And that's why it's called the blooming vision. Your perception is expanding. What you perceive as real or as possible is starting to expand, and it's allowing you to basically see beyond the illusions and into the deeper truths of your soul. And this moment today is calling you to trust your inner vision as clarity and enlightenment begin to blossom within you, as you become more clear about what you're doing. Like, take me, for example. I've been just doodling in my iPad since I got it back in 2020. And I never thought that anything would really come of the doodles, and I didn't know why. I was creating all types of different doodles just to feel good, right? To feel better at a time when it was COVID and, it was uncertain times. And so I was just recently able to see clearly how they could be used, the artwork that I have been creating. And it has come around full circle, even in me seeing that I have a style now, seeing that that style can be translated into other things like oracle cards or skirts. For example, I've started to apply my signature style of creativity to more than just drawing in an iPad. And it's exciting because it's represented in this image here with all of the vibrant colors and yellows and greens. I tend to use those kind of bright colors in all of my art because it represents growth and wisdom, or it's a reminder that my personal evolution has been deeply guided, or it's on purpose, right? Even when it seems not to be that way. And so for you, you are stepping into your power, and it's fueled by joy and vitality and an intuitive knowing. And that intuitive knowing lights your way. It's what's actually taking you to your destination, whether you know it or not. And so around you, these heart-shaped symbols in here, this is you in the middle, and there's these heart-shaped symbols around you, and there's blue teardrops in those. That may be those emotional releases in the times when you've been healing. Tears may flow, but they cleanse your spirit, making space, right, for more love, for deeper connection and divine insight. And so if you've been suppressing emotions, let them rise. Your heart is ready to be unburdened. Your heart is ready to embrace its full capacity to give and to receive. And even if it's not about your creativity, it's about just receiving what the universe has for you and being open to that and doing the the work to release so that you can make room for more, because the universe is so abundant and it wants to give, it wants to share with you its abundance. And there's a lot of different ways that we can release our emotions. If just sitting there and crying is too much, it can be released through journaling. It can be released through making art, like my art therapy practice. That was what I needed as a Capricorn moon, someone who isn't really naturally able to express negative emotions uh, without feeling like it's being suppressed, right? If you're that kind of person, or you know what I'm talking about, we need to find other ways of being able to process our emotions and how we're feeling. And these 4-petaled flowers that are on here, they signify stability within your spirit and your creativity, because they represent foundational aspects of growth: your mind, your body, your heart, and your soul. These all 4 work together to stay balanced and help you to step into your power. And so this is confirmation that your ideas and your dreams are taking root and they are flourishing in divine timing. All things happen in divine timing. And so trust that. And it's all cycles. Like these circles in here represent different cycles. It's all here as symbols. There's crossroads in here, but no matter what cycle you're in or what pivotal choices that you have to make, the answer lies within you. It's always here, right inside. And you're being led toward alignment with your highest purpose, even if it's one small step at a time. And so it's your invitation to bloom without fear. Open yourself to new experiences, express yourself boldly, and trust that the universe is supporting your creative journey. And hopefully I'm an example of this for you. I've been doing just that, and I can see fulfillment in taking those bold steps. I keep saying miracles can happen or will happen in your life. Just try. And so I've been on a radical journey of just trying. And it's been really showing me a miraculous result. And so let's clear, do a quick confirmation, or let's get additional guidance from Spirit right now with these tarot cards and receive a supporting message. Wow, I've really been resonating with these cards. This one and pile 1 so far. This has been a good word for those coming who are in the midst of trying something new and emerging as a leader or a creative. All right, Spirit, please show the viewer what cards can even further guide them. Should I take those? All right. Thank you, Spirit. Let's go with these. All right. So the journey of deciding which of your passions you want to lead with, or the journey of just finding the time to do the things that you're passionate about. It's as if you've just been standing in one spot thinking about it, but not really doing as much as you can. Well, let this reading be a reminder or a announcement even that you're about to really get into your passions full steam ahead or full time. You're making that decision now, and Spirit wants you to know that it is here to guide and support you on that journey. All right, because you're tired of the money not being there, not flowing your way. And the reason for that is because Spirit is waiting for you to really do your passions and to express your gifts, your true calling. And that is when you will see this flip around and you will be surrounded by your wealth of knowledge and of uh, gifts and talents and followers and community and your whole empire. You'll be sitting on that. But you have to start, and that's what this night is doing, is deciding to swiftly take action and go toward its passions without fear. So that is the message that I'm getting, in addition to this vision blooming card. And now I will pull 3 doodles to support. Spirit, help me pick 3 doodles. You can't see me, but I have my eyes closed right now, and I am just reaching in and randomly, but not so randomly, as Spirit is helping me pick 3. I got 1 more to pick. All right, here we go. So we have this, and this. So starting with this one, I see someone looking through a magnifying glass. They're trying to look more closely, but this spirit is so abstract. Right here, it says, all of this was done on purpose, or was it not? Question mark. That's what it actually says going up those steps there. And it's a spiral of colors and of possibilities of everything. It's infinite, the possibilities or the visions or the options that we have every day of how to live our lives and what to do, what we can create, what we can strive to be and believe in. But as chaotic as all of this looks, there's still order to it. There's still a divine plan. And if it's been an attitude that is of dissatisfaction or of, I don't like how this has been going, it's probably because you're not doing those things that you love, those things that really light a fire in you. And so it's time to start doing that. And you're going to thank yourself for it. This playful side of you, this side that wants to, just hang out on the tree and swing and laugh, and maybe the monkeys don't have it so bad after all. They might be doing something right with their wild freedom. And so that's your reading. Pile number 2. I hope that there was a lot for you to take from it, and many, many blessings for you on your path to expanding your blooming vision. It's 11:11 on the clock as this reading starts, group number 3. This card is called the Blossoming Spirit. And so if you chose this card, this reading is for you. And so what the message says, if you scan this QR code, if you're a member of the Oracle Coloring Pages Club, and you have this card, it says, close your eyes, feel the energy rising from within you, the pulse of something ancient, something wise, something ready to bloom. The blossoming spirit is a message of transformation. So it speaks of your unfolding and your expansion and the way that you are growing into your truest form. And so I remember when I created this image here, and I was at a place where I was still becoming who I am now. And I just doodled on an iPad and I used these colors, not knowing that, those radiant purples and blues are, symbolizing the crown chakra and the third eye chakras. And it's all about gateways to spiritual insight and to higher knowing. And so this came at a time when I was awakening and expanding into a new level of understanding. And it was before I knew that all of what I was creating at the time would be useful or would uh, be the content that I'm even drawing from at this time. That hadn't happened yet. And so these petals that are stretching up, they're reaching the divine. They're, you know, also representing like clarity and focus and divine connection. It may not come the clarity right away, but it always comes in perfect divine timing. And these teardrops, these shapes that were in there, I didn't pay much attention to what I was drawing at the time. But now I see that the way that this adorns the petals, it represented the emotional release and the intuitive downloads that I was getting over the years. And, this is also about shedding old ways of thinking and old fears and old versions of yourself. Just as a flower sheds what no longer serves it and the petals fall, it's how you're starting to step into a whole new era of being. And I like drawing organic subject matter, like flowers and animals, fish, all things that you can find on Earth. And so, speaking of Earth, it's going through its own shedding and transformation. And, it's all kinds of uh, changes in the water and in the current and in the weather patterns and eruptions of volcanoes and earthquakes and all types of things that are happening, which are creating ripples of change that move through not just the lands, but they move through you as well. And so, like water, this transformation is ever shifting and it's fluid and it's unstoppable. Like the earth's force, we can't stop her force, and we just have to surrender to it and let it carry us where we're meant to go, because that is the natural order with our connection to the earth. We are all a part of something that is going somewhere and upgrading. And so the crescent moons, they symbolize beginnings. There's a lot of little symbols in this artwork here. New beginnings come because there's been endings as well. And this is also everything in between. So it's just a reminder that all growth comes in phases, right? You may not see the full picture yet, but trust that you are in the process of blooming, and trust your divine guidance that you're receiving. It may be subtle, so pay attention to the signs. You're going to get whispers of intuition and little nudges that are leading you forward. And so this reading is reminding you that that is what you should pay attention to this week, because trust me, you're not the same person who you were yesterday. And each day you are evolving and unfolding and awakening. So let yourself bloom. All right, so that is what what the reading wanted to say for this card here. And I just wanted to get some clarification from Spirit and some more guidance from Tarot. So let's see, clear what we can get. First couple of piles were very on point, and it looks like we're going to have 3 for 3 today. is definitely a day of transformation and awakening and blossoming. That has been the theme so far with the other two readings. And so, Spirit, please give me more guidance for group 3. What do you want them to see? Show me the cards we need to see, Spirit. Wow. Those cards wanted to jump out. All right, let's go with these. Okay, so, in order to bloom, we got to get out of the current paradigm of there being this almost, this reminds me of a tyrant, or of the orange one, who is the prevailing king, so to speak, in America right now. But this is about rules and strict laws, and just feeling like you're being overgoverned and not really feeling the freedom. And when the tower is in reverse, it's like everything is turned upside down. And it's just some crazy times, but also some amazing times to be alive. The things that need to be cut and released. Sometimes it's difficult to release those things and truly leave it behind, but that is what is being called for right now, for the true blossoming, because without cutting that negativity away, you're going to feel like a prisoner that's trapped. You're going to feel like you can't see the way, or like you're just bound. But funny thing about this is that it's a false prison. That's only tissue paper. She can easily break free from that. It's not really binding her too tightly. She can easily remove that blindfold and see everything clearly, that she's surrounded by these illusions of a cage, but she can just walk forward. So that's what is the work that blossoming entails, so that you can sit on your throne and be happy with your creations and be happy with where you are, and using your money in a way that grows and multiplies your blessings and blessings of all those around. Okay, so it's time for the mindset to blossom as well. And so let's look at some doodles for guidance as well. These are my collection of doodles here, and you can't see, but I have my eyes closed right now. Spirit, please help me pick three doodles for this group. Pile number 3. There's 2, and one more, Spirit. One more. Thank you. Okay. We have this here, which is a beautiful doodle. Looks like it was just on the back of some notes. At some point, I doodled this, and I had some colored pens and even a metallic marker, and really just got creative at a time when I was probably bored or taking notes. But what I see here are shards or pieces of things, or fragments, just fragmented shapes, and they're 3-dimensional. And it really just shows that if you've been feeling fragmented, you need to become whole. You're only fragmented in your mind. you're always whole. You're always fixed. You're not broken. Okay. So even though it feels this way, it's not the truth. Okay. It's an illusion. And this is a puppy dog thing. The puppy dog thing was tormenting them when they were on vacation on Martin, and it just suddenly showed up and they had to fight it off. And this can be any kind of thought that is taking you out of your vacation, your paradise in your mind, or even in your reality. And then we have this bunch here. They are chilling and smiling. At least everyone looks happy. There's all types of different creatures, from a fish, this looks like, man, woman, woman and man, and even some out of this world looking entities. And so your otherworldly qualities, uh, they resonate on a high level, and it brings happiness. So definitely remember that you're a part of that bigger picture. You fit in with your tribe and blossoming with everything. All right. And so, group three, that is your reading. I hope it resonates. And that is all that I got for today. So, until next time, until next week, be safe and be blessed.